Remember last week we talked about The Dip, and it's a book by Seth Godin, and I shared with you that I was going through the dip. As we were speaking, I was experiencing the dip. I had hit the wall, and I had a choice to make. Do I keep going or do I quit? Well, it wasn't an option for me. I made it through the dip, and I want to share a story of my day yesterday to give you a living, breathing example of my getting through the dip. And my efforts are now on fire. In just 1 week, I made it through the valley of death and have come out on the other side. There's another name for this in addition to Seth Godin's book, The Dip. There is, I think it was Dr. Christensen who wrote the book about crossing the chasm. Unfortunately, he died, I guess it's been maybe 2 years ago now, but what a brilliant man who talked about how to start a business and getting early adapters and getting them to buy in, and how the process goes until you reach the chasm where there's a big death-defying chasm in the path to success, and you have to make it past that chasm. Well, it's very similar to the dip. And let me tell you about my day yesterday. I went as a guest to the Louisville Rotary Club with my good friend Angie. And Angie has just recently started her own business that is a consulting company. And she is one of those people that I know from experience and my relationship with her that she is one person who wants to be the best of the best. And actually next week I'm going to talk about Jim Collins and the hedgehog concept, because Angie is living that concept. So there we are at Rotary. Angie introduces me as her guest to a room full of corporate executives, my ideal audience. So I am in hog heaven and enjoying the lunch, enjoying the speaker, who is the CEO of the Kentucky Humane Society, who gave a really heartwarming presentation. As an animal lover myself, I was almost in tears. They're part of, the experience of the abandoned and sick and abused animals that the Humane Society takes care of. So, my problem with being a foster parent to animals is that I would adopt them all. I wouldn't be a good foster because I would take them all in and give them a home, and I would be overwhelmed with animals. And I don't have the time to do that, trying to build 3 businesses right now. So anyway, back to my day. I met, and actually I have a stack of cards here, and followed up with the people from my meeting last week where I did the video about, do your meetings suck? Do you go to meetings that suck? Well, all of them that I followed up with, I have scheduled appointments. I have gotten everybody that, maybe I'm missing 1 or 2, but I have made touch with them. We are either getting back together later after the Derby, which is a huge deal when the crazy city of Louisville goes berserk because of Derby week in Louisville. You can imagine, or maybe you can't imagine if you haven't been here before to experience it. But it is a fun time in Kentucky and in the world, because Kentuckians are all over the world and have Derby parties. So anyway, in Louisville it goes nuts. So the city kind of shuts down Derby week. So I'm either planning everything around Derby week the week before or after the Derby's over. So that's my life right now. And the building of the consortium is just on fire because I didn't give up at the dip. I kept pushing. I kept trying. I pivoted. I came out with a different strategic plan that showed the benefits of being part of this movement. Actually, ChatGPT told me, Jackie, this is not a training experience. It is a movement that you are building. And it is a movement. It is a way of changing the culture, the identification, the identity of an organization and changing it from the inside out by implementing these master trainers. And that's the team I am building. And I am just so enthused about the progress I made this week and getting through the dip. So there's your lesson. Manage to get through the dip and your world will change. Have the persistence and the tenacity and the don't give up attitude that it takes to get through that dip and get a successful business up and running and working to make your life a dream life. So thank you for being with me today. I know this one is a little longer than usual, but I had to share my successful week with you, particularly yesterday. And I hope you enjoyed the content in this and make it out of the dip. Bye for now. See you next week. Bye.